Okay, so it's time for my Q&A. So I say thank you to everyone who sent me, oh, that glasses reflections, fucking great. Thank you to everyone who sent me questions, and an even bigger thank you to everyone for following me and getting me to this point. I really didn't think I'd ever have this many followers. It's kind of insane. Right, so first question is from Claude Illich, aka Hope. What made you start RPing and how do you choose which characters to RP? So I feel like this is a really stereotypical answer and an answer that like everyone has, but literally TT, I was probably just looking through Harry Potter headcanons and stuff about 3 years ago, maybe more. I feel like it was the summer before I started uni that I started on my first blog. And I saw some stuff by TT and I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. And then I started, so yeah. And how do you choose which characters to RP? So I usually get inspired by other people, or I get inspired by headcanons, or I sort of look at characters I already like and like expand on them or portray them which way I want, how I want, and everything. So next is from Gay Slytherin Bitch / Joe. What's your favourite thing you've learnt since starting RP? Is that even correct English? Yes it is, your English is very good. I can barely speak English, I can only speak one language. You're doing fine. So the biggest thing I think I've learnt the most is sort of like confidence in myself and my talents, because like when I first started I really wasn't confident in my acting skills, my makeup skills, or anything like that. So yeah, just I've sort of learnt how to be more like secure in myself and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so this is from an Anon, fan cast for Marauders, Golden Trio and Next Gen. I'm assuming you mean in the RP community. If you don't, I apologise. But right, so my James is Acting Animagus, aka Ash. My Sirius is Unafraid of Toil, aka TJ. My Remus is As the Boy Who Lived, aka TT. My Peter is Tales of Foolish Boy, aka No. My Lily is Jen, aka Jenlis Rose. My Dorcas is Maglon Main, aka Arcus, aka Marcus. My phone is going crazy. No, it's fine. AKA Marcus, and my Marlene is Seriously, aka Jess. My Golden Trio, my Harry is Magathisu, my Ron is Ask Lily Luna, aka Miller, and my Hermione is Don't Think on Hermione, aka Lindsay. My Next Gen, this one was a little harder because not many people do Next Gen, so a couple of them are like left blank because either I haven't found one personally like that I like, or I literally, for the two that I've left blank, I really struggled to find any full stop. But if there is, please let me know. So Teddy is Capitan, aka Simon. Scorpius is Space Marauder, aka Aaron. My Rose is Ask Lily Evans, aka Juliana. My Lily Luna is Ask Lily Luna, aka Miller. My Albus is, I don't know, maybe not that cool, aka Alex. My Victoire, I'm still not really sure how to say her name, is Sleepy Ann Witchy, aka Libby. And the two I've left blank and open to suggestions for are Hugo and James Sirius. So please let me know if there's any in there that I haven't seen. I'm sure there is, I'm just really forgetful. Okay, favourite things outside of Harry Potter. Marvel for sure. Most people that know me know I'm a massive Marvel fan. If you can't tell by all my little pop finals up there. I also really like Disney. Horror films are growing on me at the moment. They're growing on me. I used to be a real wuss about horror films, but they're growing on me. Star Wars, I really love Star Wars. And I really enjoy writing. It's what I do for a uni degree and it's like my passion, so yeah. Who would you like to meet? yeah, who would you like to meet from an anon in the RP community? So Jen and I mean, first of all, I'd like to meet everyone. I feel like that's sort of self-explanatory. I think everyone in this community sort of wants to meet each other because we're all pretty much friends. But people who I am actually going to meet, me and Jen are seeing each other, as in Jen Liz Rose, are seeing each other in March because we actually don't live that far away from each other. And hopefully, if I can save up money, because I'm a poor student, me, Jen, Libby, Gabriella, Joanna, Jo, and Hope should all hopefully be seeing each other in August in London. So fingers crossed that I can save up the money for that. And some of my other closest friends on here are Jasmine, aka Stop Being Artsy, and I'd love to meet her. She's like my internet's little sister. Tracy Not Seeker, aka Nick, but he's all the way in Australia. Rude. And Find the Gay Hufflepuff, aka Anna. She is someone I talk to every single day, and she's just wonderful. Okay, so favourite TV shows and movies. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Vikings, Game of Thrones, Good Girls. I feel like I just started one that was really, really good and I've forgotten what it is. The Versace, the murder of Gianni Versace on Netflix. It's done by the same people who did The People vs. O.J. Simpson. I really like Atomic Blonde, Lord of the Rings, the Marvel films, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I really like that one. Oh yeah, I really liked Pride, Prejudice and Zombies, and I feel like it was underappreciated. Hugely. There's also a film called like Austenland, which is really cool, and I saw it once on Netflix and then it disappeared from the world and I haven't been able to find it since. It's really corny and cheesy and great. If you like stuff like that, try and find it. Okay, who would you like to RP as outside of Harry Potter? So I'd really like to do some Marvel characters, but I don't know who. I'd love to, but I just haven't really got around to it, thinking who I can actually do yet. And Libby may be able to convince me to do Willow from Buffy, because I really love Buffy. I binged it in my first year of uni, maybe. I think it was on something. I don't actually know where I watched it, but yeah, I binged it all, and it's awesome. From Southern Serious Back, aka Ab, who are some of your favourite RPers / people you'd like to be friends with? Everyone I've previously mentioned so far, as well as many other people like What's Up It's Wendy, Stuff of Pie, Desi Cosplay, Lupin Bitten, Chris, Matt, the Ginger Magician, Curly Head Wizard, you, who asked the question, Metamorphagus, Still Child Rocks, and many, many more. Basically just everyone. Just talk to me. I think I'm relatively friendly. I'd like to think so. Right, from What's Up It's Wendy. All the planets from an Ask game, so here we go. I think these are the ones, by the way, because I reblog a lot of Ask games, so I hope this is the right one. Are you easily angered? Yes and no. I feel like I get angry very, very easily. Well, not very easily, but easily. But it takes a lot for me to act on that anger. I tend to sort of process stuff internally, and for me to actually get like visibly angry and visibly upset, something's got to really like get to me, like really grind my gears. What's your aesthetic? Books, soft blankets, fairy lights, autumnal colour palette. Yeah, I think that's about it. Notebooks. I have a lot of notebooks I don't really use. What colour do you talk in? I honestly don't know how to answer this question. If anyone could answer this for me, am I being stupid? I do not know. What moral do you live by? I live by 2 morals. One is fake it till you make it, and the other one is do no harm but take no shit. And what's my biggest fear? Probably being 100% completely alone. No friends, no one that cares about me, no family, just being completely... Are you rebellious? No, I'm really not. I'm such a goody two-shoes, it's unreal. I used to cry when teachers shouted at me. Yeah, I was that kid. Share one of your dreams. I have really weird dreams. My dreams are really vivid and weird. The one I remember most vividly is from when I was a kid. You know that witch in Snow White, when she turns, like when the evil queen turns into like a hag looking woman? I had a dream. So in my old house, in the first house I lived in, my bedroom had like a big window along the front of it, and it looked right the way down the street, and at night there was just the like orange street lamps on, so you couldn't really see the street. It was just sort of like an ominous darkness and like orange glows from the street lights. And I had this dream that a human version of the cartoon evil witch hag from Snow White was walking up the street, and then she got into my house and she'd walk up the stairs and she'd have these like really long gnarly nails, and she'd like drag them up the wall, up my stairs, along the wall, down the landing, into my bedroom, and she'd open my bedroom door and it'd do that classic like Hollywood sort of horror movie creak, and then she'd drag her nails up my bed, and then she'd climb onto my bed and strangle me, and her nails would like dig into my throat. I had really creepy dreams. I tend to not have nice dreams, which is weird. I tend to always have really bad dreams, which is fun. That's great. What's the biggest thing I've learnt in life so far? Probably to know my value. It's something that took a lot of time for me to learn, and it took a lot of really quite horrible experiences for me to learn, but I think I'm getting there, learning to sort of know when not to take things and to stand up for myself. Okay, and Libby asked me to do some headcanons of my favourite of some characters. So, at first is Dorcas, who's one of my favourite characters to RP as, and one of my favourite characters ever. Not that we know much about her, but one of my favourite characters in terms of in canon and in headcanon and stuff. Yeah. So in my headcanon she's a lesbian. She's sort of like a hopeless romantic sort of person, and a really like stereotypically hopelessly gay. I have this thing that like she's sort of, when her and Marlene aren't together, she's really useless and sort of like completely unable to like express her feelings. Okay, so apparently my tablet that I record on has a filming limit for the amount of time you can film it for, so that's great. It cut off at 13 minutes and 29 seconds. Right, so as I was saying, Dorcas, I don't know how I'm going to get around this. Might have to do 2 videos, I'm not really sure. I'm really bad at editing things, so anyway, yeah, she doesn't know how to convey her feelings, and sort of she's very clumsy and unable to sort of, and awkward in the way I think that we all are with crushes, but as soon as she gets with Marlene, she's like smooth as fuck. She has the do no harm, take no shit like value. Part of me feels like she will punch people, like she's less likely to use magic to hurt people and more likely to get physical. I don't know why, I just have a feeling. I like their canon that she would be training to be a healer. I see her as like the shoulder to cry on amongst her friends, and part of me feels like she's Scottish, and I'm not really sure why. Okay, so next up is James. I think he's like a cocky little shit, but in like the best way. Like not in the arrogant, I want to punch you in the face way, but in the sort of like, oh sweet boy, you're so cocky and I don't know if you have all the reason to be, in a sort of endearing way. I feel like he's such a dad, like even when he's not a dad, he's such a dad. He gets flustered really easily, I feel, and he blushes a lot. like he's really easily reddened in the face. I imagine he was a really annoying baby slash child, like growing up. He was just a little shit. And he has a sort of act first, think later mentality. Okay, so Luna, she's also a lesbian in my mind. She likes to finger paint, not just with brushes, but she likes to sort of really get her hands in. I get that she absent-mindedly braids hair. She's a super gifted gardener. I imagine her to have a really good green thumb. And really good at potions. She started to love Ginny in 5th year. But she's really good at hiding her affections, I feel. She truly cares about Neville, like really deeply. They're like really good friends. And she sees Harry like a brother. Yes. I imagine her to be really good at divination, and I don't really know why. She's really good at public speaking, like she can really command attention and poise and everything. I imagine her to be good at dancing, specifically ballet. And she like walks like she floats. She's like super graceful. When she watches Quidditch, I feel like she gets really like boisterous and like aggy and really like a hooligan almost. And she loves arithmetic. I feel she'd be really good at maths. Yeah, so that's it. I hope I can fix the time limit, or if I'm going to have to upload a sort of couple of videos. But yeah, thanks for all the questions and thanks for all the follows. It really means a lot. Bye!